Welcome to Knights of Roleplay, an adventuring podcast. This is an actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Royalty-free music provided by Kevin MacLeod, Michael Gelfie Studios, Plate Mill Games, and Tabletop Audio. And now, to adventure. Hello, listeners. Thank you for joining us for this episode of Knights of Roleplay. This is part 4 of the adventure Prisoner 13. In part 3 of our adventure, the characters had arrived at Revel's End Prison. Mixie and Ro were disguised as guards. Trixie and Fuzzy were disguised as cooks. Their goal is to speak with Prisoner 13 and find out how to access a vault that has a stolen dwarven treasure. They stayed the night and then went through the first day at the prison, basically trying to sort of get the lay of the land and figure out what the routine is. During that first day, a bunch of medical supplies went missing, thanks to Trixie. DM John explained the suspicion mechanic, which has a rating from 1 to 6. The higher the number, the more difficult certain roles are going to be. And the suspicion level goes up depending on what the characters do while at the prison. If something is suspicious, the suspicion level goes up. If enough time goes by where nothing really suspicious happens, then the suspicion level goes down. So, let's get into part 4 of Prisoner 13.
Okay, so day 2. Assuming that we did, since you told me that you weren't going to do anything suspicious, I am assuming that you just went to bed as normal and didn't do anything weird. And can somebody moisten my napkin?
I will say, probably Mixie again was talking to Brom during, before
Bed.
Yeah.
So, if what you said about the message cantrip holds true about it not really being suspicious,
I'm probably going to change my mind depending on what you're about to say.
Basically every night before lights out, Mixie and Ro could just converse through the message spell, rather than having to make stealth checks to see if we can hide our conversation. Mm-hmm. If you allow that, then I'll just use the message spell. Otherwise, we can keep rolling for stealth.
As far as I'm concerned, the one stealth roll is I consider your best effort for the activity. I'm not going to make you have to keep rolling it every time, because It's essentially one activity.
Okay.
Conversing quietly. So I'm not going to belabor that point.
Okay. So yeah, so we'll talk and converse every night before lights out.
Okay. Yeah. You also have opportunities during the day to actually meet up with those two.
Okay.
Happen to be
those two while you're in the mess hall.
Hi. So she's got like a gauze wrap the size of her hand.
I see where the medical supplies went.
Had to use all of them.
Does that surprise you, Brahmi, that she would do something like that?
No, not exactly.
Okay.
Me?
But because,
exactly.
But because the night went without incident, the suspicion level drops back down to 2. Cool. Okay. I know the module says I'm supposed to drop it down more frequently than that, but things are just kind of moving along very quickly. So, all right. So, morning of day 2. So we can play that through as a normal day and zoom through however many days you want, or we can just move right in to your desire to meet with Prisoner 13.
I unless anybody has anything else I want to do, I would like to volunteer, as you mentioned, to be the guard for Prisoner 13, and try to use suggestion.
Would you like to be the guard for her privy duty or for her courtyard of exercises?
Is there one situation where we'd be more alone? If she's doing her chores, would we tend to be more isolated as opposed to the exercise yard full of people?
I mean, the exercise yard would probably only have 3 or 4 other prisoners at the time,
But 3 or 4 other guards too, right?
and 3 or 4 other guards.
But
it's a large area.
It's a large area. Okay.
The privies, which I think is, it's that room. Yeah, it's that little room right up there off of storage.
Gotcha. If it was just me and Prisoner 13 in the privy, that would be ideal. Wait, that sounds weird. Phrasing.
You're really pushing the limit of phrasing.
But if she talks in
Just
Dwarvish,
saying,
though,
push his glasses up nose.
Have I heard her speaking in common at all over the past couple days?
Common can be assumed, I think.
Common can be assumed. All right.
Yeah. Whether or not you can speak Dwarven is, more of a could be relevant, more of a flavor thing. We'll just have to see how that plays out.
Okay.
All right.
Could help conceal what you're talking about.
I mean, I give her commands like, go here, go there, and if she responds, if she's like, I don't speak common, but I'll find out pretty quick.
No habla common. All right. Then probably just because I like you so much, you're going to the privy.
Okay.
Okay.
I like you so much, you're going to the John.
So that is part of her morning routine, and this is what she looks like.
This is a picture of her. Okay.
This is a picture of Prisoner 13.
she's very sturdy.
There's the uniform.
She's aggressive.
The prisoner clothing. Yeah.
I like her hair.
Mm-hmm.
Warrior braids. Yeah. For the win.
Fire roasted redhead.
Can you send me a copy of that?
Remind me
Eventually.
later.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Social media lady.
Cool.
So you're part of the morning shift, so I would say after your first morning patrol, in which everything seems to be copacetic, you are you volunteer to go ahead and take care of monitor prisoner 13 during her morning chores, using whatever excuse you like. You're bored. You want to get a better idea of how things work around here. Whatever.
I have to use the privy anyway.
You have to use the privy. I know.
I'm headed that direction.
Yeah.
She can watch me poop.
Whoa. Okay. So you head out over to Prisoner 13's cell. Sitting on her bed in the cell is Prisoner 13. She glances up at you.
Big, tall, half-orc.
She's a dwarf, isn't she?
Yeah, since this is a unique situation, go ahead and give me a deception with advantage.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Let's see. Deception roll was 20.
Beats it. Okay. She kind of glances up at you very uninterestingly, and stands up. You motion over to the
Surveillance.
to the surveillance. They pop up the door to her cell pops open, and you go ahead and head in with a pair of manacles and leg bracers. And when you step into her cell, the anti-magic field do you step into her cell?
Based on what I've seen of the routine, do the guards typically step in and shackle them, or do they come out and they shackle them?
Actually, that's a good question. What would be standard procedure for this one? I've never been in a prison, so I don't know. I'm kind of guessing on this one. Yeah, there goes my street cred.
You totally look like a prison man.
Right.
Do I? Okay. No.
And to clarify, Chris, this is your changeling persona, which is like a physical transformation as opposed to like disguise self and a magical spell, right?
I mean, I would still look the same either way, but yes, I am physically like 6'2", 200 pounds.
Yep, it's a racial thing. Yeah.
Correct.
It's not a spell,
species.
and
Yeah.
you're not wearing your
Hat
fancy changing
or
cloak
anything.
or the hat. Your clothes of disguise.
We had
you have
guard
we have actual
uniforms given
guard
to us.
Yeah. I'm wearing the actual guard uniform, and my appearance is my physical species. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So stepping in wouldn't change your physical appearance at all. I'm going to say standard procedure then is that the manacles are put on through the bars.
Makes
So you
sense.
do
Yeah,
have to
makes
reach
sense.
in to the anti-magic field
Sure, that's fine.
to put on the manacles and leg warmers before the door is opened.
Okay.
Before the gate cage, whatever words. All right.
Words are hard.
Words are very hard.
Showing you're overcaffeinated.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I am not
None
overcaffeinated.
of
I
us
have
are
no idea what you're talking
overcaffeinated.
about. I've only had one coffee drink so far this day, and it's really
It
just
might have been like 3 coffee drinks in one, but we only had one.
Yeah, it was really technically only one, and it really wasn't all that strong. Might have been a little bit sugary. But
Whoa.
Chuckle meter, ding.
Okay, so suspicion goes up a mark for DM shenanigans. No.
Oh no, that would go down for DM shenanigans. Thank God.
I follow whatever the procedure is, and it doesn't affect me with the magical anti-magic field in any way. So
Okay, so we just wanted to cover that base
Sure.
for the listeners.
sure.
Sure.
Okay, sure. And not at all because you're reminding the DM of how your mechanics work. No, because I already know.
I understand.
Okay, thank you.
He doesn't know.
But I'm bummed.
All right. So she doesn't say a word. She just, for her, this is routine. So
Yep.
she holds out her hand. You put on the cuffs. You bend down. You put on the manacles. You motion, and the door opens, and you lead her out, heading towards the privy.
The privy. Yep.
Okay.
Sounds good.
If you're not doing anything in particular, then you arrive at the privy. That is 14. What?
You don't have
Inside, it is nothing unusual. There are. Actually, I'm reading the description of here. There are a couple other prisoners that are also led out to also pick up the buckets.
Okay.
But they don't stick around, so it is still pretty easy for you to be alone with her for a couple of minutes.
Okay. She understands common. It's been established that she understands common.
It can be assumed everybody does.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So she starts doing her thing with cleaning the privies, and you said I have a couple minutes alone.
Yeah. One second. Was there something that you?
I was going to say that Mixie may have been in there with one of the other persons to go to the same place.
Okay. We could do that, but you would have to stick with your prisoner as they enter and leave. So you wouldn't be there for this conversation, but we can still do that if you want. Okay.
Just so you're like nearby.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You follow a similar routine as you meet with. Let's see. Not you. Still jumping around everywhere.
Prisoner 394.
Roll me a d6.
D6 Gerg.
That's the square one.
Cube.
It's squarish.
Okay. You are leading out prisoner 47.
47.
47.
In a row?
All in a row.
That's 37, but that's okay.
30, 40, whatever.
I thought there were only 24.
There's
Oh, wait,
24
there's many.
cells.
That's right, there's many in the
23
lot.
of which
yeah,
have
yeah,
two.
Yeah, that's fair. Or 3.
Well,
Jaja.
prisoner
So that
numbers
means
may
there's
not,
47 of them.
My
well,
brain
prisoner
is
numbers
brain.
may not match the actual number of
Yeah.
Because
actual
some
number
could,
of prisoners.
I got
some
it.
could have
Yeah.
come and gone.
Yeah.
I'm
that's
just
true.
saying,
Okay.
That's true.
if there's 24 cells and 23 cells have 2,
Or 3.
there's at
Or three.
least.
There's a lot.
Or 5 or 6.
Okay, fuck you all.
Mathis interruptus.
Screw you guys, I'm going Actually.
He doesn't seem. A human prisoner that again doesn't really talk much with the guards because a lot of the prisoners talk with the guards. But he looks. He looks like he's seen some time out in the wild.
Oh. She says,
He has that rather rugged. Oh hell! I'll just say it. He has that adventure. He has that look of an adventurer about him.
oh,
Burly.
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 So you are leading that prisoner in, Mallory. Brahm is leading in prisoner 13. With a little bit of clever maneuvering, you managed to get a minute or two alone with prisoner 13 in the privy, while the other couple of prisoners are being led out, have picked up their buckets and are leading towards the bucket disposal
Okay.
areas.
I'm not even gonna belabor the point. I'm just gonna flat out cast suggestion.
Okay, let's see. I need to get down to our backdoor stats here.
She will need to make a saving throw.
She will. As soon as I can find her stat block. Where's her stat block? There it is. Okay. Alrighty then. Let's see. Which is a wisdom saving throw, yes?
Yes, Brahm will say.
Okay.
Brahm will say to prisoner 13.
Okay.
Tell me how to get into the vault where you put the treasure you stole from the Dwarven clan, Axebreaker. And then wisdom saving throw.
And then wisdom saving throw. 17.
Darn.
Let's see. She glances at you for a moment and says, I don't know what you mean.
So I'm going to cast it again because I have 2 more spell slots. And
Who does number 2 work for?
I'm just going to repeat the same thing because I have to say what I want with the suggestion, so I'm going to repeat it again and cast it again.
Okay, and this is level 1. You have like what, 3 spell slots?
I have 3. Yep.
Oh, but you've also got higher levels you can burn as well.
No, it's a level 2.
It's a level 2.
I have 3 level 2
But
spell
you have 3
slots.
level slots. Okay. Let's see. That is 12.
That is a fail.
Okay. She says, there's a whole section on role-playing her.
I understand.
Throw it out the window. The window, the second story window.
Duration's 8 hours. Dang.
She says, well, that's pretty easy. Okay, no, she wouldn't say it that way. She's like, you and everybody else seems to want to get it, find a way into that door. It's pretty easy. All you have to do is just present the key, and the doors will open.
I need to know what the key is.
Give me an insight check.
Okay. I got a 6.
Okay, that's not going to cover it anyway, so don't worry about it. So you won't worry about that.
So I would like to point out that I already knew that.
Yeah.
How do you get
a
it?
question.
It does. Okay. So suggestion.
But I will give you
What
something
is
for this.
what is the key? Are you suggesting again?
that's
Tell me what the key is. Tell me where the key is, or how to get it, or what is it.
All right, if you want to use suggestion, you can do that. I was still going to give you something for it, but if you want to use suggestion a third time,
I
that's
mean,
fine.
On success, doesn't it last a certain
It
amount of time?
lasts for 8 hours.
right, but she already fulfilled. She already
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
did what she was
Chris would have had
supposed
to like be more elaborate with his 25 words to do. Give it to me if it's a physical object.
No,
Tell
no.
me what it is, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I can make it as verbose as I want. I mean, I specifically
Yeah.
wrote this down because I thought this would give me the information, and John was like, "Nope." So I'm like, "Okay." So tell me what the key is and how to use it.
That's a better question. I will. The only reason I really fudged on that one is because, remember, this is a prisoner who has been under interrogation for years now.
Right.
Suggestion would very likely have been used on her very liberally already.
Sure.
So she'll know how to fudge it.
Okay.
But that is a more direct question.
Okay.
So,
I thought I was being very direct. Apparently not.
how to get it? Well, how
Not
to get
for
it
the
versus,
details. Yeah, it's tricky.
This particular. Oh, and she got a 25 on that one. So,
Damn.
but that's okay. I will give you something for this.
Okay.
You're obviously not one of the normal guards here. So I'll tell you what. I will give you the key if you can. Let's see. That's it. Okay. In the warden's office is a ledger containing the real names and numbers of every prisoner who has ever come through this place. You bring me that ledger, and I will give you the key.
I'm going to. Where is it? Oh, that's second level 2. Never mind. Just checking to see if I have any other spell things.
No, you're not allowed to sit and read through the rules like I do.
Image, scale identify, take magic, scan stuff. Okay. All right. None of that is helpful. Okay. So I say to this person, I think that I can accomplish that.
Well, I think you'll know where to find me when you do.
What is the interest to you?
All right. There are just a few names that I need to verify that are in the potentially in that ledger. That's all.
I was merely curious. That's all. Once I have the ledger, I will be your guard at that time, and we will recreate the situation here so I can pass it to you.
I think that will work. Give me a perception check as well.
Perception check. Perception check. Da, 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 da. Not rolling good on my road dice. That's a 10. I'm gonna go back to my other dice.
That's because you're not row right now.
That's true.
No, she's a little better than that, so 10's not going to cut it. Okay. It is about that point you start to hear sounds on the other side of the door of the other prisoners starting to come back with the empty buckets.
Okay. I mean, I just let her go about her business.
Okay. Then
Do my duties.
Yep. You return to your duties in the room where duties are done, and you escort her outside for bucket disposal, and back to her prison cell, where she is locked back in. You remove the cuffs and manacles, and daily life resumes.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, I will eventually share that with them because you said that we can connect in the mess hall or something.
You have no problems connecting in the mess hall later that day.
Okay.
Let's see. I'd say by. Okay, so Mixie, are you doing anything in particular during this time? I mean, you have your prisoner that you escorted, and then back to his cell.
Yeah.
And then you have you are still on duty. Yes, duty. You still have duty.
I'm a child.
Duty.
He's a duty.
Jokes. For this morning, you are assigned to the northern guard room when you're not patrolling.
Okay.
Just because I want to make things difficult, you're assigned to the southern one.
To the what now?
To the southern guard room. When you're not doing your regular patrols for today.
Okay.
So let's hold there for you guys, and let's go check in with the kitchen group.
Okay.
Beyond your normal kitchen duties, which with a little bit of practice, Valerie, you're finally managing to not eviscerate yourself.
Fuzzy can actually cook now because he's not having to wash after her with knives.
Tim seems to be in a much better mood
They give
today.
me one of those knuckles.
Little child protector.
Protectors, yeah.
Yeah, Tim seems to be in a much better mood today.
Fuzzy carved it for you.
Of course, your mornings, of course, were spent doing your own. You had your own time in the morning,
Yeah,
and your shift didn't start until the afternoon.
sure.
Did you have anything particular you wanted to do during the morning?
I mean, at whatever time, well, have we Have we circled up with them yet at all since we started all this?
You would have easily been able, like I said, you would have touched base in the mess hall on the first day.
I mean, if Fuzzy learned about party time personality of the warden, how she comes down to the mess hall when she's in party time mode, right? From anybody in advance, like as soon as he saw her down there, he'd try to make friends, right? That's about the extent. That's all he's got on his agenda, unless Trixie directs something else. That's
Give me a, let's see. Give me a persuasion check. Or actually, I'll let you choose. Persuasion or deception.
Persuasion or deception? Sorry. Deception.
Okay. What are we currently at? Go ahead.
Okay. That is not awesome. That'll be a 10.
Let's see. Is that worth a whole level of suspicion for that one?
I mean, he's just his gregarious self. I don't even.
He is.
He's just doing his thing.
It's kind of pretty obvious. Okay, I won't give you a full suspicion level on this one, but you're drawing eyes.
I mean, he's 8 feet tall.
Yeah. Simply because the normal people don't fraternize with the warden.
Oh, okay.
But no penalty yet.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody gives him a hard time, it's just he's gonna lean into his derpy sincerity. Oh, I love food. I love making what everybody likes. I want to just learn what she likes. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
I get you, but it's out of the ordinary. That's kind of the
Fuzzy.
benchmark that I have to use. It's out of the ordinary.
Okay.
And it's out of the ordinary. But like I said, it's benign enough that while it's drawing eyes, it doesn't really raise suspicion.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, she's down there partying. Is she normally just to herself drinking a beer and she doesn't talk to anybody when she's in
handled.
this persona? What's that?
She's handled.
Oh, okay.
Probably by guards.
I see.
Higher up guards.
I see. Okay.
But yeah, so that's what you see.
Okay.
Valerie's gonna try and find some time, probably in the morning when there's not exercises happening in the courtyard, to make some prayers. Take her religious sanction. I'm assuming that they would allow her to do that.
Yeah, no problem going.
She's not casting any magic or anything, but
no. I always have to absorb. It always takes me a couple of seconds to absorb these things.
Right.
So, I don't. It's not unusual for guards to be religious in one way or another, and to take a break in the courtyard when they're off duty either. So, yeah, there's no problem with that. All right. And that's.
she'll say some prayers to Liara to help her be less obvious.
Okay, so by afternoon, when the cooks are on duty and the guards are now off duty, suspicion level is back down to normal. Everything seems to be copacetic with everybody. You now have a free. So the guards now have a free afternoon, while the kitchen staff are on duty cooking things up and getting grub out to the people in the mess hall.
Okay.
Yum, yum, yum.
Sounds good.
Okay.
So let's go with the guards then. Back to the guards.
Did we determine who brings the food to the prisoners?
The guards bring the food to the prisoners as you serve
it up.
As you serve up the meals and the food and it's served in their cell.
Okay. I knew it was served in their cell. I just didn't remember if we determined who brought it.
But it's not us, at least today, because we're not.
Well, not at
on
the same
duty.
time as when we're cooking.
Yeah.
At the
It would
very
be
least.
weird to volunteer for those kinds of things when you're off duty.
Yeah.
That's not to say you can't. But
Overtime and all.
Anyway.
So, guards. You
Anyway.
have the afternoon.
I give you the information. I tell you that getting the ledger will get us the information that we need about the key.
Okay. And Mixie says, I guess, Brahmi, that means that we're going to have to go see the warden somehow.
Yes, it would appear so, but I think if we wait until tomorrow, we can probably sneak in with the help of some invisibility, perhaps.
Ooh, that sounds like a plan. I love that.
And Fuzzy's observation, or anyone who's been seeing the mess hall, like how long is she down there being handled when these things happen?
Varies depending on her possession time, but let's see. Let's see. Warden's Square says. It happens, you find it varies a little bit, but it happens once or twice a day for like an hour or two.
Okay.
But at least not that you've noticed, it doesn't seem to happen while she's actually doing anything with regards to her actual duties.
Right.
It's
No,
a very
I'm more.
polite spirit.
This is me, obviously, attempting to find out how long we could expect her to be away from her, so that when the group gets together and the plan that is obviously being set up starts to cement, then we have the data.
Is there any kind of like arcana check I could do or something to get a gauge on like what kind of possession it is or anything about the spirit? I don't know if that's helpful at all or anything, but
Give me a religion check.
I'm gonna use a luck point.
Dice really hate us today, don't they?
It's a nice spread. 21.
21.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. You get from you infer that the spirit that is possessing the warden, Martha Ennis. You've heard the name at least once or twice. Vlax Brawn Anvil, a dwarf. Hence the rather
Dwarven activities.
Dwarven-like activities. Not that we're being racist or anything here. And you know that this general type of possession, it was a really high roll, is generally benign, and can usually be gotten rid of by going on it's like visiting the internment of the spirit and performing some basic rites. It's not difficult to get rid of, but it does take time.
Do I get the impression that she would know how to get rid of it?
Give me an insight check.
$19.
19, also a good roll. She doesn't seem to be bothered by it.
Okay.
As she, when she breaks out of the possession, in fact, for a 19, that's a high medium.
As a woman of the cloth, this
Yeah.
troubles me. This is my excuse.
She seems almost, what's the word? Words are hard.
Melancholy about it?
No, kind of the opposite.
Relieved?
More like the feeling you feel, when you've heard of an old friend.
She's endeared to her spirit?
Not quite that strong.
Not quite that. Affinity?
No. Like when you...
Comforted?
Like when you've watched, when you watch an old show that you've...
Nostalgia.
Thank you! That's the word I was looking for. Nostalgic.
I wouldn't have come up with that in that.
Wistfully nostalgic, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
she likes her spirit, basically? It's like, yeah.
Oh, I'm not a part of this, so.
Yeah. That's okay.
Might be a break.
We
for
still
her.
allow comments from the peanut gallery.
On our shift, I'm assuming that she kind of does that, like, maybe morning breakfast, evening dinner type.
Yeah, it seemed, yeah.
Would I have an opportunity to see her in this state during our shift? That I might serve her?
Probably easily enough. You don't. It's like a buffet style, grab your grub type thing. You don't go out and walk out food. They just come up and grab it. But from like the kitchen window or something like that. It's kind of the impression I get. But yes, I would say. Since you're working afternoon shifts, she's probably done with most of her duties by the afternoon, and you probably would have caught the possession at least, seen her in this act at least once.
Okay. I would say I would try to interact with her while she's at the lunch line or whatever it is, and maybe pose the question. I suppose I should roleplay it.
You're gonna make me role play the Ward magic.
Beg your pardon, but a bit of a religious fanatic myself. What brings you here? I'm assuming I'm talking to the spirit at this point.
Okay. Yeah. I gotta read through the thing again. Give me a charisma check. You can add in your persuasion if you want.
That's just a straight roll for me anyway.
Yeah.
I'm gonna burn my daily heroic inspiration.
Okay. This is still the afternoon of the second day.
All right, that's only a 7.
It's a 7.
Our dice are rough.
Sometimes they love me. They like to tell stories. What can I say?
It decided to
The spirit in the warden says, "Why would I not be here? This is some of the best drink in the continent."
Oh, well, I appreciate the compliments, but seems like you're maybe a little too at home in that body.
As you don't mind.
And why would that be?
I don't know. We never really get a chance to talk. Usually when I'm here, she's not.
Do you know if she's ever made a pilgrimage?
Not that I know of.
Did you know each other in life?
You're asking an awful lot of questions.
I
there.
am. I don't often get to speak to a spirit such as yourself.
For religiously inclined?
Uh-huh.
Maybe if you bring me another couple of drinks.
I think that could be arranged over the next couple of days.
Yeah.
And I will say, like, Fuzzy, having had the experience where talking directly to her in the mess hall was suspicious, like, a day ago. If he can use his body, like, happen to be moving things on the mess line to, like, screen her from other guards or handlers so that their interaction isn't as directly noticed, he may try to do that if it's in the range of his normal activities.
Hey, I'm a pretty girl.
Yeah.
You are.
So,
I mean, the warden is being watched over by guards.
yeah.
So I will. So for this interaction, which again is unusual, but because she's running distractions,
Yeah.
go ahead and give me either a deception or persuasion again with advantage.
Okay. I'll go deception this time.
Come on, dice.
To just make it look like I'm, like, flirting with the warden. Yeah, nice.
Nice.
22.
Okay, you're good.
Yeah.
People kind of like
Giggity.
notice and just
Trixie
kinda
doesn't really have the
shake their
boobs
heads,
that
but
my
they go on about
characters
their
normally
business.
have, so. Sorry.
That's right.
I didn't mean to talk over you.
That's all right.
Continue, John.
As the DM, I'm used to getting interrupted. It's okay.
I love you. So fucking much.
But at that point, the warden slash dwarf Vlax has move on.
Well, yeah, I'm just gonna be like, that could be arranged over the next couple of days, and I'll like wink and like move to get more
Right.
spaghetti or whatever we're serving that day.
Right.
I'm imagining like the lunch trays with like the tater tots and the slice of pizza and like
Right.
And you go back to the cooking and serving line.
yeah.
Guards, you are off duty. You can be in the mess hall. You can be in the barracks. You can whittle time away with the guards on duty. What would you like to do? It is the afternoon of the second day.
I don't have anything in particular that I want to do. I mean, again, like communicate with the rest of the people about getting the ledger once we have a chance to converse with each other. But other than that, I don't really have anything.
Yeah, you have multiple ways of doing that, so I'm not even gonna make any checks or anything.
Mixie does try to see if she can kind of get slowly each time creeping up a little bit towards where the warden's office is. Not quite like maybe feeling like she got lost and she's in the wrong place.
Got lost going up the stairs to the barracks.
Yeah.
You have no problems going up the stairways above the stairways above the stairs. The stairways above the barracks to the second level of the tower. Do you want to check out this level? Because it should be on your map there that...
It says there's a trial room.
Actually, it doesn't even label the...
I see warden, I see office, and then I see
trial.
Oh, that's right.
It doesn't
And
really
it's the
label
roof.
where the
Okay.
stairs come out.
It's level
So,
2,
Gotcha.
the
Okay.
middle.
Yeah,
It is.
Right? Yeah.
So yeah, if you go up to, you get to the top of the stairs. Well, no, it's not the top of the stairs because there's still the roof. So
You get to a door.
yeah, you go up the stairs and you do get to a door. You do know by your map that continuing up the stairs will just get you to the roof. There is a guard on duty up there, at least one.
Duty.
On duty.
I'm gonna
Does
keep
he
doing it, I'm
notice
sorry.
me?
He does not. His duty is to keep an eye on the surrounding area, watch for people approaching, and of course the door is closed upstairs. Otherwise, it'd be let out the cold air. So, stepping out into, if you want to go through that door, I'm assuming that you do. You have absolutely no trouble stepping into the Hall of Absolution, which is at the, let's see. No, roll me a d6, and on a 1 or 2, you walk into something. You walk into an empty room.
Okay.
There you see a large table or desk with 7 chairs behind it.
Okay, so it's like a conference room.
And a chair, and a single chair facing the desk in front of it.
Okay. I look at the desk.
It's a very well apportioned desk, but let's see. See, a long, slightly curved table with 7 chairs in this case. Take up much of the room. With no special adornments on the middle chair. Hanging. There are banners behind each of the chairs behind the desk, which you easily recognize as the provincial banners for each of the provinces. Thank you. The center chair, however, has no adornment.
Okay.
The desk itself is, like I said, a very well polished desk, but it has no drawers or anything into it. And the chair in the room facing it is also just a very inaustere table.
It's a chair.
It's a chair.
Nothing to get
It's
my
just a
hot
chair.
little
There's
hands
nothing.
on.
No, not in this room.
It's just a chair?
You have. Yeah. You would have learned by now that this, like I said, they call the Hall of Absolution, and it is where prisoners go to face the Council of Representatives to determine things like whether or not they can go on parole, or whether or not they've served their sentence and can be released, that kind of thing.
Okay, so that is the trial room.
It's not so much trials as much
That's
as
what
it is.
the room is labeled on the map. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you can kind of call it a trial. It's basically like a parole board.
Okay. So I slip out and close the door.
Okay, so you don't investigate any further. There's, because besides the door that you came in, there are 2 other doors on the back wall.
Oh. I don't know if I want to get into it without anyone else here. I go and peek at one of them, but I open the door slightly, but not all the way.
Which one?
You know which one they are because you have the map, Greg, so you can go
I guess
whichever
to the
one you want.
office, but not the one with the warden, because I assume she's in there.
Okay, that would be to the one just simply labeled office. Okay. And this is still the afternoon. We may have lucked out on this one, or you may have, because the warden is having one of her sabbaticals right now.
Ooh.
Being distracted by a certain Valerie. Trying to have a conversation with her. I mean, it is still afternoon.
All right. Let's go.
Well, do you even know what he needs you to get yet?
Yeah, I told him.
Okay.
Yep, they have already had that.
Told
discussion.
her. Sorry, I told
Okay.
her.
Yeah, we have our briefs, so to speak.
Okay. Do you guys have a plan for making sure it's not missed?
With the so touching the door on your map, the door clicks open,
Okay.
and you take a peek into the room.
Okay.
Inside, you see a heavy desk which stands in the middle of the room with parchments, quills, and ink at the ready. 5 heavy wooden cabinets line the east wall.
So, and that's not the warden's quarters. This is just the office.
This is the
office to
the southern door. Yeah.
Is it the
Which is
warden's
the one you
office?
said is labeled office.
Does she have an office and quarters?
Oh, I don't know. So I look in the desk.
You take a look around. Okay, so you do go ahead and slip in, and since you don't see nobody, you take a look at the desk. Let's see. Looking at the desk, you see it's a again a pretty fancy desk with drawers that are locked.
Well, you know what I'm gonna do.
Which that's using your skills and your tools, which is awesome. Has advantage.
Well, give me a dex check with advantage because you have sleight of hand proficiency and tool proficiency.
Is it dex or is it sleight of hand?
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Dex, sleight of hand is.
You still have your inspiration, or is it...
Sleight of hand is dex, but the question is he making a sleight of hand check? Is the question.
I can use
the way lock picking works is it's both.
I can use a lock
it's
point.
if you have
actually.
if you're picking a lock with tools if you're picking a lock and you have thieves tools, if you have proficiency in sleight of hand, you can add your proficiency modifier.
So it makes it expertise.
Not quite. If you have proficiency in thieves tools, then you can add your proficiency modifier.
No, you get...
If you have proficiency in both, then you can add your proficiency modifier and you have advantage.
Okay.
So it's basically a sleight of hand check with advantage.
For him, yes,
Yeah.
because he has proficiency in both.
Yeah.
All right. So it's either. Well, I can use a luck point if I want it to be better. So let's do that. Dun, dun.
Yeah, and remember, this roll constitutes your best attempt at it.
Okay.
So there's no
Okay, so the
re-rolling
luck
of failure.
point gives you advantage on the roll. You already had advantage on the
So
roll.
that doesn't
Does
make any
inspiration
difference.
let you re-roll one? I forgot.
That's up to the DM.
Don't think so.
Not as far as I know.
I think inspiration just gives you advantage on
Okay.
it.
So it's 12.
So it's 12.
Sorry, not trying to be a bummer.
No.
Yeah, that's let's see. If the DM gives you heroic inspiration, you can expend it to re-roll any die immediately after rolling it, and you must use the new roll.
Oh, okay. Then
They
that must
changed
be
it
they
for the
changed
new
it.
2024.
Okay.
That's why I asked the question.
So I guess I could reroll.
So you can spend it to
Yeah.
re-roll.
All right. So I'll do that and hope for the best.
You get one
Die.
die.
Re-roll your bad one.
Okay. So I rolled it 2. Oh, no, do this dice.
It wants to be where it wants to be.
All right. So
Dice want a story.
12.
So it's still 12?
Still 12.
Meets it, beats it.
Dang.
You have a little difficulty. There seems to be something weird about this lock.
Okay.
But with grit, determination, and a clever twist of the wrist, you pop the lock on the drawer of the desk.
Okay.
Pop it, lock it,
Flip it. rub
twist it. Pop it.
Inside, you find 10 financial ledgers for the prison.
Okay.
All written in neat hand, detailing just the usual, expenditures on supplies, the receipt of new supplies, all that kind of thing. It looks pretty mundane.
Okay. Do I find the prisoner ledger?
Not there. You do not find the prisoner ledger in the desk.
Okay, so it's not in the desk. And I assume I'm going to say I looked through all the desk.
I would consider that a roll for the entire desk.
Okay.
And yes, and what you find in the desk is the financial ledgers.
Okay. So that would lead me to believe it's probably in the warden's quarters.
Remember my description here.
There were 5 filing cabinets.
Oh, so I have more.
Were there shelves too? I'm spacey.
I'll
But...
reread it.
Yeah,
A heavy desk stands in the middle of the room with parchment, quills, and ink at the ready. 5 heavy wooden cabinets line the east wall.
Okay. So I look at everything.
Okay.
I look at everything I can look at.
I was paying attention.
Thank you, Sarah.
Something on your nose there.
Is it brown?
Give me.
Yes.
Okay. I will need another lockpicking roll on that one. The same thing. You get advantage as usual.
Okay, that's much better. So that's going to be 24.
Okay.
Noise.
Let's see. Okay, yeah, I will consider that a good enough roll for any of the cabinets as well. You start to rifle through each of the cabinets. Let's see. For the most part, you find ship cargo manifests, the various deliveries, prisoner transfer orders, as well as a ledger documenting the names, crimes, sentences, and commutations of every prisoner who has ever been incarcerated.
Ding, 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 ding.
I vamp that,
Good job, Rogue.
Rogue.
and I get the hell out of there.
Okay, so you don't take time to actually study the records. You just say, "This is what I want," and bail.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I don't know how much time I have.
Hide it in your prison wallet.
Ooh.
No, I'm not going to put that in my slot. Paper hurts.
Ouch.
Paper cuts.
Not a good place for a paper cut.
And that roll tells me. Where am I? Okay. It says that you managed to slip back into the barracks without without anybody really noticing you coming down the stairs.
Mixie does a little dance.
Make a
That's a
deception check
notice.
to see if that is. No, I'm kidding.
Does the don't be suspicious dance.
And she goes to Brahm and just says, does the thumbs up and doesn't say anything.
Okay. I just kind of like smile and nod in acknowledgement.
Smile and nod, boy.
Smooth,
Smile.
guys.
Yeah, I must say, yeah. For something that wasn't planned, that worked out very well.
Glad your guys' dice had been on point. Although she did a good job with the distractions. So
Yes, the
the kitchen
distraction.
crew finally came through with something.
Did you see my finger? We need to talk about the working conditions.
Look at how I hurt my finger.
That's not the finger I held up, John. No. I'd like to point out, John is the one that held up the wrong finger this time.
Well, the thing that raised the alarm was all those extra healing kits that Valerie vamped out.
But that's okay. You managed to wait out the suspicion,
That's
so
all right.
everything was good.
I'm proud of
So
her.
with the book in our possession, the idea would be to do the same routine the next day and give it to the prisoner.
Okay.
So soon?
We could wait a few
Give
days.
me yeah.
That's fine.
Well,
Yeah.
the more we wait, more chance someone figures out it's
Well,
missing.
again,
It's
let
not
the
good
guys
either way.
decide this one.
It's not good either way, but
Yeah.
Roll anybody. Roll a d6. On a 1. Okay. Good. A 5. Excellent.
Cook
On a 1, the warden would have noticed the ledger missing. But as it is, luckily for you, this morning, the warden does not need the ledger. And so the warden does not notice the ledger is missing. So, the morning starts off normally. I'm assuming during the night, Mallory transferred ownership of the ledger over to Brahm.
Sure.
I'm assuming.
Sounds good.
And you do you go through your normal morning patrol, and you again escort your various prisoners. You again with prisoner 13. Mallory this time gets. Oh, it doesn't really matter.
Gets another prisoner.
Yeah, it gets another prisoner. And you again escort her to the privy, wherein she, you and her are manage to get a minute or two alone.
Sure. I hand her the book.
We're just handing it over. We're not going to even look at it.
Yep.
Well, she looked at it. Pointing at Mixie.
She takes the she takes the book from you, opens it up and does a quick glance at it. She says, "I will meet me at my cell later, and to give me a few minutes to verify the book's contents, and I will turn over the key, and I will give you the key."
How are you going to give me the key in the cell with surveillance?
You'll just have to see, won't you?
Hold on, let me look at my spells.
Insight.
It's not a lie detector.
No, it's not. Let's see. No, I only have first level spells, and none of those really help.
Wait, haven't your spell sets reset? It's been the next day.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've had long rest since
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, that's right. We rested the whole night.
Yeah.
Losing track
You
of
got
time
your
here.
inspiration back.
Okay.
And your luck points and your.
Oh, that's true.
I start using suggestion on her again, telling her to tell me what the key is and how to use it, like now, rather than waiting.
Well, this time she definitely fails it. She got an 8.
8 is great.
8
for
is great.
us.
Yeah, for you. She says. She thinks for a moment, and then says, "Well, I don't think you could have forged the book. So, it's against my better judgment. But,
Definitely not.
But I will trust that you held up your end of the bargain.
I did indeed. I did exactly as you asked.
So, what she does is, on her... she turns to you, and she pulls up her right sleeve.
Okay.
And shows you that.
Okay. She has a tattoo on her right arm. Okay.
That's all you need. You have abilities that you can replicate anything you've seen just by looking at it. So,
With like silent image or
well, just your native ability. Your changing
because
ability.
he's seen it now. Now he can become that at another point.
Under normal circumstances, the module requires that you make Arcana checks to be able to remember it, but your racial abilities will allow you to remember it.
Okay. So she shows me the tattoo and says, "That's all I need." And I said, How is a tattoo used to access the vault?"
The tattoo is the key. Just simply present the sigil to the door, and it will open.
Very interesting. So now, above the table, is she? She's here because she stole the treasure, right?
That's what you were told, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, she also betrayed the old Dragonborn Council. There was some
Yeah.
web of that, yeah.
No, just like I was wondering if that like all the information that I was curious about you already told us. So I guess I don't have any other questions because we already know why she's here. And so I just say, you know, they are eventually going to realize that the ledger is gone.
That's somebody else's problem.
I agree. I kind of chuckle. Okay.
I think it's about all the time you have there.
Sure.
Yeah.
As you start to hear the other prisoners
Yeah.
Duty.
Yeah. Sure.
and you need to
Duty.
shuffle her out to complete her morning duties.
Duty.
Duties.
That's how I roll in this adventure. Sit on one side of the table. Duty. I'm okay with it.
That's it. Okay. Then, so you return her to her cell, and let's see. It's still the morning of the third day.
Eventually, I tell the rest of them.
So, if you don't want to do anything else in particular, during your normal
Yeah.
rotation, you have the key. Let's see. Now, how do you get out of here?
I mean, we could
But-
all just stay on good behavior and wait till the next rotation. It's
The
not,
ledger will be noticed.
Or we could
Yeah.
stay on bad behavior and get
I mean-
thrown out.
Yeah.
Let's see. I mean, we're looking. I mean, who want?
Could use Chris's poison spell and lightly poison everybody and get so violently
We're-
sick they
we're
have to
back
let us
on.
leave, right?
Yeah. I mean, what I said, rotations were what, 3 months?
3 months.
Yeah, although they bring
So
new
this is-
crew every month. So
Bring new crew every
obviously, if
month,
we're
so-
underperforming or sick or injured,
Above the
like,
table,
yeah.
did she say she was going to keep the ledger, or was she just going to take it for a couple of days and give it back?
My impression was that she was just going to keep it.
And
She
given
wanted
her,
the information
given her
inside of it,
skill
so.
set, I would think it's unlikely they're going to find it in her cell.
Yeah.
Especially because she's in there by herself.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah,
it's less likely they'll find it.
yeah.
If you want to go that route of just waiting out your sentence, as it were,
Term.
your term,
Sentence works. It's
Yeah.
a prison.
And then they just cycle us out.
okay.
I mean, one of us could play the person
There
who's
was-
like, gee, can we? Sorry, go
Hang
ahead.
on a
John.
second.
Yeah.
Thanks to a bit of luck and some decent rolls, there was really nothing tying any of the four of you specifically to the missing ledger. So, let's see.
Let's play some Three Dragon Ante. We joined your part. We joined you over here for gambling.
Do they have people quit the job, right? Do they have people who
Can
go up there
Ro
and go
describe the
nuts?
ledger to Fuzzy, and Fuzzy can like make a fake one and plant it on someone? Plant it on the head chef, so Fuzzy can get his job.
Brutal. You better give me inspiration if you want me to pull that off, because my dice are not here today.
I would say that's the end game. Like when this campaign is over, like Fuzzy is doing the chef de cuisine at the frozen prison.
Like in the main city of Shakar.
I don't know if that's a great job being in a prison.
Not very gratifying. Fuzzy wants to be able to have a really equipped kitchen. That's part of why he's struggling. It's boring.
He's the head
right?
chef at the 5-star. Hee hee ho ho.
Oh.
Okay, let's storyboard it. We'll storyboard it this way. The next day, the prison is put on lockdown
Oh.
as the ledger is indeed discovered missing. Thorough searches are performed, both of the prisoners and of all the guards and all their belongings. Of course, since you don't have the ledger, it's not found on you guys. And strangely, it's also never found with any of the prisoners. Let's see. The lockdown continues on for as long as the warden can hold it up without. Without.
If it lasts more than 4 hours, you should seek medical assistance. I have 10 healing kits.
Oh, that's right.
So he can come see me else. Hide them somewhere else.
Oh, I've been hiding them in the courtyard when I've been saying my prayers.
Interesting.
Standing ovation. Valerie being Valerie. Good job.
So they don't find the missing healer skits.
I'm so proud of you, Valerie.
Rumors begin to fly around the prison. Accusations are made and dismissed. Eventually, the prison has to be released from lockdown in order to resume normal operations. And the incident is simply recorded as one of the strange mysteries of Revel's End. You manage to serve out your terms and without raising any further suspicion. Valerie gets some basic cooking skills. At time.
Does she though? Does she really?
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
You can pass home ec class.
Comes home with like 20 Band-Aids all over.
Where do you think the healing kits really went?
Your knife skills do come in handy. You learn how to properly chop vegetables.
Nice.
You still don't know how to boil water without burning it, but
Love it.
but you have your skill set.
Okay. Nice. Nice.
Nice.
Actually, if you want skill in cooking utensils that she's trained you in, I'll allow that. It's a couple of months of hard
a
kitchen
cooking
labor.
buddy.
You would have learned.
That
something.
is, it's kind of a downtime thing almost.
I'll figure out how to add that.
Okay.
I think that's cool.
That's wicked cool.
Culinary expertise.
They become like recipe buddies.
And at the end of your stint, your ship comes in. The new rotation off boards. You are lined up and dismissed. You are kicked the hell out.
These people are nuts. We don't want them another 3 months.
And you have no problems packing up your things. You managed to slip out and pick up your 8 healer's kits. and embark on a voyage back to White Province. We have, let's see. So it's another 3-day voyage back to the docks.
My magic feels dusty.
We're starting to get towards the end of the session here. I won't do anything fancy there. And we're in you. Let's see. List of conclusions.
But more importantly, did I ever get with the warden?
Nice.
Make a charisma check.
With advantage?
No.
I have heroic inspiration and luck. I'm just saying.
A little girl on troll action.
I mean, technically the warden's female, just
So we're-
possessed by a boy.
It's all the
human female.
buttons for.
Oh.
That was an 8 and a 5.
Despite your best attempts, the warden is still very professional, and the dwarf never really learns to trust you.
Roll to seduce.
That's it.
Roll to seduce.
Sorry,
I would like
Way
to
too
buy
many
for
things
every
to have to
day
jump around
in the
here.
3 months we're
What
there.
about Fuzzy? Fuzzy pondered the
That
same.
would have been a dirty 20.
Dirty.
Nice.
Nice. Oh,
John is like, I didn't prep this part for today.
No, I didn't, but that's okay. I've got all my notes. I just have very poorly organized notes.
It's all good.
sounds a lot like me.
Yeah. Notice where the wooden spoons went from the kitchen.
Wow. In my spanking kit.
Okay. All right. So you once again return to White Province, where you catch a or hire a coach back to the city of Iador. It's early afternoon by the time you get back there. You're happy to be out of the cold. So you head on over to the Gilded Hat to meet once again with Varen.
Varen.
Yep, the Varen Axebreaker. He is not easy. He's not hard to locate.
He's not easy to locate.
He's not an easy dwarf, and he's not hard to
We
locate.
have a hard time finding it.
As promised, he did stay. Well, he didn't stay at the inn the whole 3 months. But when it became obvious to him what your escape plan was, and through his various contacts, he was able to confirm it. He pretty much had an idea of when to meet you.
Okay.
So walking into the Gilded Hat, excuse me. You once again find him sitting in the corner, keeping an eye out. And as you walk in, he waves you over. Now, not remembering what voice I used for him, whatever. Generic dwarf. So, I've heard some rather interesting rumors coming from Revel's End. It seems they had a ghost, and some supplies and important documents have gone missing. That seems a little bit beyond what I asked for.
I almost lost a limb.
That might explain the missing medical supplies.
We do have the information that you wanted, darling.
Excellent. Why don't you? Where's the key then? Why don't you go ahead and hand it over?
I've transcribed it onto a sheet of paper, onto some parchment.
Some parchment.
And I said, this is what you need, darling.
Well, I'm no mage myself, but this definitely looks like some sort of magic sigil to me.
For the listeners, he's acting like he's looking at something upside down and backwards.
Trying to figure it out, not succeeding.
Well then, this will of course have to be verified by trying it on the vault itself.
Yes, of course.
If it succeeds, I will definitely be in contact with you for your reward.
Thank you, darling.
And as far as a ghost, they don't call me that for nothing.
Your reputation definitely precedes you.
We are the unseen.
Fade to black.
It's like the anime thing with like the 4 action figures posing next to each other.
A week passes, and you receive a letter at the church. Inside the letter, which is addressed from Varen. thanks you for your work and lets you know that the sigil that you provided did indeed work to open the vault.
We better get extra compensation for my loss of limb.
As payment for services, you will be awarded the sum of you will be rewarded your 2% as promised, which comes to a total of, and here's where you take notes, 2,100 copper pieces, 1,100 silver pieces, 100 gold pieces, 12 bloodstones worth 50 gold each, and he also provides a list of magic items from which he says you can choose 3. Ooh. I'll give you those for a minute. The list of magic items are a cap of water breathing, dust of disappearance, a gem of brightness, mithril armor of your choice, a potion of lightning resistance, and slippers of, I'm going to regret this, spider climbing.
Greg, you already have a climb speed.
Spider cleric. Spider cleric.
Greg's face got all excited, and I'm like, dude, you can already climb walls. You can already do that.
Sad face.
Spider barbarian, spider barbarian.
Yeah.
Disappearing dust, though, that sounds cool.
He says to simply return a letter by the same courier with your selections, and he will have them delivered along with the remainder of your reward of your payment.
That was 6 items to choose from.
Correct.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Choose 3 of those 6.
Okay.
Also, the next day, you receive a letter. You receive a second letter. This one containing this one was sealed in wax with the seal of the Golden Vault.
Oh.
Okay.
Inside the letter, it offers you your congratulations on finishing another task successfully and with no loss of life or limb. You don't count.
I didn't technically lose it.
More importantly, no loss of life to the innocents, the guards just doing their job. And for your service to the Golden Vault, you will be allowed to select 1 rare magic item. Simply write what you wish on a piece of paper and place it into the music box.
Okay.
So, notes taken. We can just go ahead and let me know over the next couple of weeks what your decisions are on those magic items. Other than that, that concludes Prisoner 13. Yay!
Yay.
Yay! I can tell you, some of you are like, oh god, yay!
We level?
I don't know.
I don't know if we earned a level there.
Yes, you skipped an awful lot of stuff. you didn't even steal the warden's stash.
Oh.
What kind of thieves are you?
Stash?
Seriously.
A pot?
Oh,
Like,
Marijuana?
stash?
mulattas?
We spent the remaining time there just smoking doobies. That's what we did all the time.
Oh, yeah. That's the reason that she got better at cooking. She had the munchies.
Wow.
Their nachos were phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
Fuzzy can make some mean nachos.
Ooh, nachos. I want those.
All right. So let's go ahead and do some stars and wishes for the adventure as a whole.
All right.
This session and the entire adventure.
Okay.
We never start with Greg.
Oh. I'm going to say that as far as stars, I think everyone did a really good job, especially I'd say Fuzzy for the first part of it with her punch, taking all those attacks and stuff. So that I think was key. My sister Valerie over there stealing the medical kit out of the infirmary, which made Mallory so very proud that she chuckled all the way during the whole entire time. And of course, Brahm getting the information we needed so we could beat a hasty retreat. I thought it was fun. I didn't get to burn anything, but you know,
Guards, thank you.
but things can't always be settled with fire, so that's okay. I acquiesce. As far as wishes, I don't think I have any specific ones. I think that maybe with that kind of pacing for that particular module, maybe it could have been a little faster. I think that's the big one, maybe. But I had a good time, personally. Too.
All right. Chris, what do you think?
I mean, I basically agree with what you were saying, right? Like, stars for people doing their character stuff. Lots of kind of funny, silly role-playing situations and things. That was a lot of fun. And like for wishes, like the pacing of the adventure is just, it's weird. Like I had a hard time really getting into this one. Like when I think about some of the other adventures we had, where it was like, oh, the first one is like we're getting this gem, or we're getting this item that's going to stop this eldritch horror from doing all kinds of bad things, versus like somebody stole something and we got to go to the prison to find out how to get into it. And like those two scenarios are very different, have a very different feel to it. And for some reason, at the end of the second session of this adventure, when Sarah said that it was a slow burn, I was like, yeah, that's a good way to describe it. Like there was something about it where I was like, it just felt kind of slow. And Kate and I, obviously we're married. We talk a lot about the adventure together all the time. And we were trying to figure out why it was that we didn't have a lot of enthusiasm for this particular scenario, And I think it's just that for some reason the heist scenario of this nature, I don't know, it just wasn't quite doing it for me. I'm not quite sure why.
No, that's valid.
Some of the other ones were, like the casino one was just like, we're gonna rob a casino. That's so cool. And something about the scenario, it just didn't quite resonate with me. So I guess my wish would be that it was somehow, something about it was somehow a little more engaging and like the story of the heist, I guess is the only way I could really put it.
I think if the pitch had been that this lady is wrongly imprisoned and you guys need to get her out, right? Like that might have been more.
It would have been more interesting
in line
if
with
we were
like our
trying
standard level of things might start slow burn, but then chaos takes over, right? So it's kind of
you can just go into your stars and wishes.
yeah. I mean, I still liked that it was kind of like light.
That was going to be your
Sorry,
next anyway.
light by light and fun, and I loved all the silly crudeness and role playing antics and stuff. I really liked how everything played out and all the pieces just kind of fell into place in this third adventure. But kind of like what he was saying, I was like sitting there thinking about it, like why do I feel like, and I think it's just because the stakes were so much lower. Than it's like save the city from a dangerous rock and take down this casino that's run by a douchebag, right? And then, fix this mansion that has otherworldly beings that are going to cause all kinds of trouble, right? So it's kind of like a low I still
The stakes being low is a
yeah,
good
the
way to
stakes
describe
being
it.
lower. So it's
Yeah.
like I'm always playing D&D with my friends. I love our characters. I love the party. I think it's great. You know, it's just this particular scenario is different. So I'm just excited and looking forward to whatever's next. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sarah?
Stars. I don't know if it was meant to be as such, but the stakes being a little lower and the pace being a little slower and slower, kind of allowed us to play a little with our characters and get into it, even though there were moments where it was just a bunch of back and forth and dice rolling and just like getting through it. Wishes. I stick to the same statement. It was very slow burn. I don't know if that was the way the module was intended, but the module itself was very much like the scenario we got put into. It's a very rigid, regimental.
Yeah.
We were in a prison, and it didn't feel like there was a lot of wiggle room to really do a lot of like super creative ways of really going about what we kind of needed to do. And as these two said, like, I feel like if the stakes had been more of a, like, we found out more about Prisoner 13, and I think it was alluded that, like, she was imprisoned by the Dragon Council, which we knew from previous event, you know, previous campaign, they weren't exactly the best of people, but just knowing that we're just looking for a key to get these, like, used to be uber rich dwarves their money back was a little like, this doesn't feel like something our group would want to do.
Literally said that in the car last night.
Yeah. So it's not really anything against the module. I just feel like it didn't necessarily fit into the other adventures we've done so far. But the module itself was a really cool concept. I really love the way the prison was designed. I love that there were like the prisoners and you had this barrier of this magic
Yeah, the map.
anti-field, and the fact that like we could have made the decision to all be guards or all be cooks, but because we made the decision to kind of split the party, that made us kind of think outside the box a little bit for how we as a group typically play. And I liked that a lot. And I liked being able to ham it up.
There's the fuzzy interest.
Because, I mean, you know,
Yeah.
I think our listeners know that I'm a ham at this point. I might as well just be, you know, a Christmas ham in the middle of the table.
Your fellow players love that too.
I will point out this though, like on this side of the table, we got to play the straight people,
Which is, again,
is
like a
different.
bit of a shift in roles. So that was kind of fun. Like, we got to be the ones that were like, me!
Chaos agents,
We
yes.
don't have the important role.
As the DM, Stars, I really actually love that you guys were willing to split your party for this one. And I was so happy when you guys decided to do that. I also love that you guys were able to coordinate despite the fact that you didn't go in with some big plan already. You had to think on your feet because you didn't have information that you needed going in. And I think that was kind of part of what this module is supposed to be. You're going into this with very limited information and you had to adapt on the fly. And you were able to do that. And I like that. As for the module itself and its pacing, a lot of that probably falls on me, though not all of it. I'm not going to take full responsibility for that. The rest of it, I'm going to give to Kate. No, I'm kidding.
Always giving me a hard time.
Well, you're the question asker.
I'm kidding. The way the module is written is there isn't much of a lead up into the prison. So I don't think a lot of time is meant to be spent on that. But because I tried to fit it more into the world as is, rather than just throwing the module at you as written, which is designed to be in Sword Coast. It ended up being a whole lot more setup than it otherwise would have been.
Right.
So I think that was part of it. I also tried to be clever and fit the situation to your individual characters, aka the masks, and tried to make major parts of your character relevant to the situation. And that just kind of backfired on me too.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time thinking about that.
More time.
And it ended up not even being like,
Right.
I mean, I felt bad that like Chris didn't get to use his own magic hat for himself again, right? It's
Right.
like we have these scenarios where it's like, well, really, okay, everybody has to be in disguise. Wait, why do we have a master of disguise, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So I was both bound by the restrictions of the module and the special mechanics that they have put in place, while still trying to make the individual bits of your character relevant. I mean, even your Master of Disguise, I tried to take that into consideration, and things just didn't mesh on this side of the screen as well as it could have. And that's why we ended up with 2 sessions of setup rather than people getting bored and Kate saying, "I want to fight." Okay, let's have a fight. which is a star,
I
by the
appreciate
way.
that you did that because that was fun.
That's a big
if we
star.
hadn't done that, there wouldn't have been any encounter.
Yeah.
That was a big
the
star for
entire
you,
adventure.
John.
Yeah, because blowing up the prison
fight
would have been
was
a
good.
bad idea.
So,
I would have been there for that.
yeah. So there was a lot of on-the-fly adapting that ended up taking up a whole lot of time that in the module really wasn't a part of the module. You were meant to spend most of your time in the prison itself.
Yep.
And there was a lot of detail in this prison that you guys
Didn't even touch.
on. There was a whole backstory. There was a whole backstory to this possession thing, but it never really became relevant. That's why I didn't really press on it too hard. And your rolls kind of sucked. There was a whole. There was a cache that the warden
Don't even
hang
tell
on
me
to
what was in there.
that you could have gotten into. There was a whole backstory to Prisoner 13 herself that could have become relevant depending on how you guys wanted to play it. Like if you tried to break her out of prison, she would have resisted.
Did she actually feel bad for serving the council?
No.
Did she have guilt? Because she was one of their agents. Did she have someone after her? That would be. Oh, interesting.
I don't know how much I want to spoil for the listeners in case they want to run it, but suffice it to say, she was not as much of a prisoner as she looked.
Interesting.
Inside agent.
Not even, no. So the module itself had a lot for me to have to try to track, and so I ended up flubbing on a lot of it. Question?
May I say something? I forgot a star.
You forgot a star?
I want to give a giant gold star to Chris for having Ro be the leader of the plan for this mission.
Oh, thanks.
You came up with a very good plan, and I really loved the way that it worked out.
Cool. Thanks.
Yeah.
Bravo. So that's basically my stars and wishes and my excuses.
Excuses.
That's still fun.
Yeah. So there were a few things that didn't fall exactly to the module as written because I tried to keep it interesting in certain ways, and so I had to bend the rules of the module a little bit to do it.
Yeah.
But I think, but overall, I think in the end it wrapped out quite nicely.
Yeah.
So I'm not unhappy.
One thought for other DMs that like all the stuff that was left to be discovered in the prison, I would offer the point that like the suspicion counter mechanic, however that's written as written, right? Like if that was scaled back a little bit, like you have all this cool stuff to discover in the prison, and yes, risk versus reward, but if you have a very, very active system in place that essentially discourages behavior that's outside the norm, it makes it so it's like you're less likely to have your party find these cool things if you really want them to. So that might be something for other DMs to do if they run it. So,
the way the suspicion mechanic works is that if you do something that other guards see as, not normal guard behavior or other, or is just not acting like a normal employee or things like that. Then you make checks to see if you can pass that off. That's why I was having you make deception and persuasion checks. If you pass them, cool. If you don't, then the suspicion level goes up.
I think we're also not even meant to know that suspicion meter exists.
I was waffling back and forth on that as to whether or not it was something that to tell you or for something that you would discover or more organically.
I mean,
I decided to go ahead and give you the framework of it. But what that suspicion meter changed was how likely you are to encounter patrol if you went sneaking about. None of you went sneaking about, so that never became relevant.
Well, Mixie did.
Mixing it a little.
On the patrol route.
Oh, I see.
While
It
they were
specifically
patrolling,
says when you're on the patrol route.
Gotcha.
Which I did not do that.
And you were off the patrol route, so it didn't really become relevant.
Yeah.
How the difficulty checks to make those persuasion checks, the more suspicion, the more difficult it is to keep the suspicion from going up. And the and there was one other thing, but it was basically just how there we are, suspicion here. And actually that was pretty much it. How likely you are to get to encounter a patrol, and how difficult persuasion and intimidation, various other checks would be with them.
So it's basically like a sliding scale of how hard it
Correct.
is to get away with stuff.
Yeah, and if you encountered a patrol and failed your checks with them, then you would be taken into custody and you would be interrogated and basically, if not necessarily, you wouldn't be removed, but you would have to jump through hoops to try to get your freedom back, and it would have caused a lot. And the idea being is that it would have caused a severe complication. Again, since that never actually happened, that's probably just as well. So that was the suspicion mechanic, and that's really kind of all it was.
Okay.
But I can definitely see it from player perspective how that would look like a psychological deterrent.
Yeah.
Maybe that might have changed what I may have done, possibly.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think having it be overt is bad, because, like, you would see that, gee, they're patrolling more often. In Navy Command, like, you have a threat con. If there are certain conditions met, your threat con raises or lowers, right? It's not far from that, so...
The only other thing about the suspicion is if it hit level 6, that would have been full lockdown.
Yeah.
And when that happens, all the doors are locked and you can't open them. See invisibility kicks off across the entire place, so you wouldn't have been able to hide or cast invisibility or go anywhere with invisibility anywhere, and a few other little things just to make it really
Even
hard
more
for you to move around.
Okay.
Much of this, I guess, kind of assumes that you're like going in not just undercover, but also being sneaky rogues and sneaking around. I don't know. The whole thing was just written to allow you multiple angles of attack. And I think it kind of gets lost in the weeds a little bit here and there.
We chose to stick the knife right in and pull it right out. In, out, bye.
Anyway, I've been rambling for too long.
It's all good. No.
So, like I said, give me some thoughts on your magic items. Based on feedback here, I am probably leaning towards... let's see.
Level 5?
Talkworth's Clockworks for the next one.
Okay.
Level 5?
I do really think you've earned level 5.
Always.
All right, she's convinced me. You've earned level 5.
Yay!
Roll those beautiful dice.
It's beautiful.
All right, before we get into all the mechanics of that, though, let's go ahead and say goodnight to the listeners.
Good.
You don't have to wave at the mics.
Oh, I did anyway.
If you enjoyed this podcast, please leave us a review anywhere this podcast can be found. Our social media links, plus additional content, can be found on our website at knightsofroleplay.com. Please tell your friends about Nights of Roleplay and Adventuring podcast, and spread the word through social media. Your help and support are greatly appreciated.